Fidst. Fidst. Yeah. Hello. How's it going? What the fuck is that? Get out of here, you. I don't know what you are, but I don't like you. Outside the bunker today, chilling. Well, not really chilling. It's too hot to claim I'm chilling. Is there always a bump? How do you ladies do it? See you ladies whip your hair up into these buns and there's no bumps. How do you do it? Bumps are for chumps. Ever pleaded the fifth? Nope. Never had to plead the fifth. I did get off of a jury one time. When I want to say it was like 20, 21. It was a jury where the facts of the case involved, I don't even really remember because I didn't make it far enough, but the facts of the case involved somebody holding I think it was a dude holding his girlfriend at gunpoint. And so they were doing voir dire and they were asking everybody, like, have you ever been the victim of a violent crime? And it was like, no, 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 no. And they got to me and I was like, yes. And they said, do you mind telling us what it is? And I said, I'd rather not. And so the judge said, all right, let's go ahead and go to my chambers or something. They took me to the judge's chambers and had both attorneys sitting there. And I told them, like, what had happened to me. And they were like, all right, you're excused. That was it. Getting out of jury duty is incredibly hard. Like, you've actually got to have a story like I had. And, you know, because they don't want somebody on the jury that's been kidnapped is going to probably not be the best juror. You know what I mean? For a kidnapping case. Anyway. Acting a racist thing, no. Dude, you'll get yourself in trouble if you fuck with judges too many times. Like, people think judges are stupid and that they can go in there and go like, I don't like cops, and they get out. Like, no. Judges are not stupid. Neither are prosecutors or defense attorneys. Like, voir dire is about... It's voir dire, so VOIRDERE, I believe. It's French. Yeah, I mean, oftentimes, like, the best way to get off of a jury is to just be honest about yourself. Like, there's no guaranteed way off of a fucking jury, but if you're just honest about yourself, there's a good chance that you won't be the right fit for a jury or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? But then again, that's also how you end up sitting on a jury, so. What you watching, D? What you watching, Mr. Goatee? Where's your bow? Where's your rope? Where's your rope? Come see me. Bring me that bow. I was gonna pet you. I'm just gonna pet you. I'm just gonna pet you. I mean, you can say it. You can say like you have a documented history of protest against the police. It's probably not going to matter. Maybe it will. I don't know. I'm no expert. I just sat on a long ass jury. I sat on a longer jury than most people do. Most court actions, even with a jury, end within like a couple of weeks of the start of the court action. Settlement, usually. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Like I said, I was in a case where the defendant was accused of holding somebody at gunpoint. And so my history being held at gunpoint became salient, and the attorneys decided that they didn't want me on the jury because of that. So if you have some sort of life experience that is tangential to the case, then it's probably material during voir dire, but doesn't necessarily mean they're going to boot you off. Do you think the concept of a jury is an effective way of dealing justice? Yeah, maybe. Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate you. My bowl is full. My anxiety is low today. Very kind of you, sir. Very kind of you. You're a kind person. Yeah. Anyway, what's going on in the world today? People fighting, feuding, looting. It's okay. Jeez Louise. Get out of here, yo. You bastard flies. You better count. You counting your days, flies? Hello, T. Yeah, I've heard about the October 15th general strike. Yeah, water situation is taken care of for now. Well, thanks, Kevin. I appreciate it. Dude, I've been kind of obsessively watching the Dune trailer, and I have a feeling that they're going to push this movie back again. Because I have a feeling they're going to fucking close theaters again in LA. Can you do Streamlabs on a mobile stream? I don't know. I really honestly do not know. I don't think you can. Or if you can, I'd have to have like a second device out here to monitor the Streamlabs and shit, probably. I mean, Occupy was a good start, but didn't gain the steam it needed to gain. Just because Occupy was not successful in getting all of its demands met doesn't mean it wasn't successful in bringing to light the corporate hegemony that we all live under and the collaboration with the police. And it's a loud boy. Going real slow, that's why. Yeah, I've heard about the general strike. March for Medicare for All, sure. If I hear about one that's near me, like the day that it went on, I was literally driving home from LA. So if I hear about one that's near me that I can get to, I'd have no problem doing it. It's mainly rich white kids, what, that did Occupy? It was a group of people who decided that they were going to engage in civil disobedience, and they occupied a park, and it drew all sorts of people, as you imagine, and it brought a lot of attention to the idea that corporations are overrepresented, that people are underrepresented. So you got to give credit where it's due. Any artwork today? Artwork. Aww. Artwork? What do you mean, artwork? Still not here. No bug assault gun yet. Does it change anything about striking in the long term? No. Not unless a new national organization is born out of this movement, or at least the nascent kind of beginnings of one. That's really my best hope for this strike. That and the media attention that it'll likely bring, if it's a big deal. But there needs to be, in my opinion, an essential workers union. a union of for people who are considered to be essential workers to the economy. You ever looking at the pension gap, a problem that forced unions to make a devil's bargain with private equity firms to secure the boomers' pensions, but has put the younger generation in the same problem? Look, dude, unions have been riddled with corruption and co-option for a long time. And like any other power structure, they're, you know, vulnerable to bad actors from within. And this is all part of what we have to learn. We have to learn about what's happened in past labor actions. See, here's something that I see as a fundamental difference between the way forward that I propose and the way forward that I see others proposing. Other people don't seem to want to examine history and why their position has failed or not attained the goals that they claim to have. So Bernie people oftentimes don't want to look at why Bernie lost. They don't want to look at the reasons why Bernie lost, because some of those reasons are that Bernie himself was not, he wasn't effective. That is something that I tried to not do in pushing a labor movement. I try and not look at it, like gloss over the ineffectiveness of unions in the past. I have a reasonable understanding of how unions fell to corruption, and I talk about it openly. Like a fish rots, they rotted from the head, you know. And that created enmity in the union membership and a sense of disconnection between the local and the national or international. And that's, we can't allow that to continue. That has to be something that is considered at a new labor movement, because it's a point of failure in the previous one. That's why I argue for the institution of a powerful new labor organization that is focused on essential workers and, has a power structure that has accountability built into it. A lot of people think that a new labor movement means, like, as soon as one is established, you strike. No. Like we've talked about it here before, the actions of local labor chapters under the new national labor movement are going to be local actions. It's going to be paying for roads to be rebuilt and gymnasiums to be redesigned and schools to have new classrooms added and shit like that. The way that people are won over to the side of union membership is through tangible benefit to their community, just like anything else. Let me give you an example. Let's say Donald Trump did everything that he did, right? Let's say that he was still the same kind of crypto-fascist, racist, weirdo on Twitter, said all the same shit, but he helped a bunch of people in small, poor communities in some way. They'd vote for his ass. That's it. They vote for his ass. Like, he cleaned up their town or some shit. He, in addition to all the crazy bullshit that he did, he cleaned up their town. He made their local high school gymnasium better. He fucking, tore down an old dilapidated building and made way for some commerce to be there. Whatever it is. Yeah, turkey on the table, dude. And that's what I'm talking about. That's how you win people over. People have heard promises, national level promises forever, and somehow they always get missed by them because they never come to pass. That's how you fucking win. Period. You give people hope locally. You invest locally. Hey, fuck you, Fly, you disgusting fuck. Dude, I kicked a log last night chasing Dinor. Dinor, speaking of, come here. Come here. Come here. I'm gonna let you inside because I don't want you fox chasing like you tried to last night. I don't need you fox chasing today. Being a fox chaser. Oh snap, there's a note in here? There's a note. This is... I brought this home from LA because Scotty obviously couldn't fly home with it. It's from Urban Leaf. He left a note inside of it. And I want to see what it says. Look at this right here. There's a note. There's weed in the note. It says, "Thank you for always being nice to me. You're both awesome to hang out with. I really look forward to seeing you both again. Your hospitality was very refreshing and kind. Thank you, Paul and Amelia. Love, Stevie." Aww. That's the fucking sweetest shit I've ever seen. He snuck me a note in the weed. Dude, that's the sweetest shit. He wrote me a kind little note. Good Lord. Stevie. How sweet. That's very wholesome. That's very, very wholesome. That was Stevie. That was from Stevie, not Scotty. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this was Stevie's sativa. This is Stevie's... Stevie's green crack. This is the weed strain right here that I think shouldn't exist. Like, I'm fine with it existing as a strain, but maybe a renaming. But yeah, Stevie is a sweet boy. What a sweet feller. Everyone needs a friend like Stevie. Everyone needs a guy like him. Everyone needs a friend like Stevie. Ploop, 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 ploop. Ploop, 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 ploop. Okay. Whoa. That's some green crack right there. So what are we doing? What are we talking about today, gents and ladies and those of indeterminate or non-binary gender? Talking about green crack? Oh yeah, they should change the name of it. Like, we're trying to legalize weed, and there's a strain out there, and it's a pretty popular strain named green crack. Maybe we should change the name of that one. Maybe we should call it green alien or green fire or something. You know what I mean? Green hell. Anything but green crack. Like, we're trying to get around people's idea that this is the same thing as smoking crack or whatever. So let's not name it green crack. How's that? Hell. Yeah. What do you think of the delicate political situation in the distant Africa? No. You're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me, dude. Green heroin. Green fentanyl. It's like, nah, bro. Let's not do it. Let's not do it. Let's not invoke crack. It's good weed. So let's keep the strain. Ever hear the staircases found in national parks? Could be a good episode if you guys are interested. Nope. Never heard of that. Green Holocaust, yeah. Osama bin Green. How much would they have to pay you to be in a B-list movie? A free hat from the movie. A free production hat from the movie. The staircases aren't real. I don't know. I don't know anything about them, so yeah, you know. What am I supposed to do? Yeah, I just want to do the movie. Now, if I kick ass in the movie, then I'll charge for the next one. But I'll do the first one for free. As long as I don't have to come out of pocket, you know what I mean? For free meaning they pay for my travel and shit. Give us your opinion where weed will be in 5 and 10 years worldwide. Will sports stop testing for it? I have no fucking clue. I do know that there will probably be about 8 or 10 more states in 5 years that have passed some form of recreational or medical marijuana. It's likely to be descheduled within the next decade here in America. Yeah, it's just you're not going to ever be able to put the genie back in the bottle now. There are too many places where you can just like walk in and do commerce, you know. They'd have to send federal troops into the pot shops and shit. It's just not, it ain't gonna happen, bro. The bug assault is coming, you fucks. You fucking pieces of shit. The bug assault is coming. You better believe it. Better prepare yourselves for it. Had about enough of you. Yeah, they'd have to come like fucking dashing in. They'd have to come dashing in with machine guns and shit into the pot shops. It's just not gonna happen. It happened at the beginning of legalization. They used to there used to be DEA raids and shit on pot shops in LA in the early days of the fucking medical marijuana legalization in California. I think it happened a few times in fucking Washington too. Shoo! Oh my god, these fucking flies are driving me nuts. I will kill you all soon. Soon you will all die. Weed's now fully legal. Idaho, Wyoming, Kansas, Tennessee, South Carolina, everywhere else in the states at least got medical. Enough games. Enough of your games, potion seller. I require your strongest potions, as I am heading into battle. You can't handle my potions, traveler. They are too strong. Potion seller, listen to me, please. I am heading into a pitched battle, and I require your strongest potions. You can't handle my strongest potions. My potions aren't fit for a beast, let alone a man. They're too strong for you. Potion seller, enough of these games. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it needs to be just recreationally legal. I don't really know how people get medical marijuana in these places. I remember in California, it was basically just it was like a piece of red tape you had to hop over. That's it. You went into a shady ass clinic and you told the doctor, "Yeah, I got back problems." It's like, "Okay, here you go." Then you had a card that let you go into dispensaries and buy weed. That's a hoop. Yep. I've got depression, I've got anxiety, and my back hurts, man. All right, you got it. The dude literally told me how to get it. He was like, "So I'm going to ask you a question about what problems you have, and you're going to need to give me like 3 things." I was like, "Okay, I've got 3 things." All right. I've got to go because I guess we're meeting today, so I'll see you guys later.